Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come out. Saying Anfernee Simons was in complete Anfernee mode, 39 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 for 28 from the field, 46%, 7 for 16 from the 3-point line, and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And you can see the score right here, right? The Celtics were really down bad in this game. He came in when it was 18-4, and it seemed like he was the only one to get the offense going. That bench came in again. Shout out to Jordan Walsh, shout out to Luka Garza, but Anfernee Simons really got things going for the Boston Celtics. I believe he had 11 in the first quarter. But of course, we're starting out this first play on defense, and I know everybody was skeptical of Anfernee Simons is fit, at least on the defensive side of the ball. Like, hey, this has been statistically one of the worst defenders for a couple of years now. And it was pretty simple to me. If he likes basketball, then he will play defense because of what's required of every player on his team as a Boston Celtic. You have to at least give your full amount of effort on the defense side of the ball. You have to bring the physicality that's needed on that side. I still don't think Anfernee Simons has been a good defender. I think he's been slightly below average, but you can definitely see him getting better as the season goes on, and I just need him to not be in the bottom tier defense. There are some advanced statistics that still say he's like bottom 5 in defense this year. That's not what my eyes are telling me. I've watched every game. I don't think he's bottom 5 bad. I think he's slightly below average, and I think for what he gives you offensively and for what he's been on the defensive side the past couple years, that is a win. But now he's really starting to get things going, and first play to me is important because I want to demonstrate something and how he's been put behind the A ball as a defender in his career. So he had an interview after a practice, after a training camp practice in the offseason, right? And I believe Noah asked him like, hey, what drills have you been doing and how have they been helping you and stuff like that. He was talking about defensive playmaking drills, and he said that this was the first time that he's ever done defensive playmaking drills in his career, bro. What the hell did the Blazers do to him? Now, this is important because it shows the growth. I don't think he's recognizing this and going to make this play this fast. So you see how now he's in a cover 2 situation, right? We got the Heat. They set the Hawk screen for Bam Adebayo. He gets Pritter switch on to him. Luka Garza can't just leave him there. So you see we have 2 on Adebayo. Now that he have an advantage, a 4-on-3 advantage on the perimeter. And you see Simons is looking and playing kind of like a safety on his possession. Now, his possession does end in Bam Adebayo getting fouled, but I like that Simons is starting to recognize stuff, starting to get his timing down defensively and playing more impactful basketball. And now on to what makes him Anfernee. Simons came into this game tied for the most threes made off the bench with 99. He made 7 threes in this game. I don't know who the other person he was tied with, but I can guarantee you they didn't make 7 threes tonight. So now he's number 1 with 106 per my eyes. The Celtics are now 11-0 when he scores at least 17 points. And he's the only player with 2 25-point halves off the bench. And we saw a lot of like Portland and Simons vibes with the Celtics. He were playing very physical, so they opted out for a little bit more isolation than usual, and Simons reverted back to his old scoring self, and the confidence, missing 1 3, pulling right back up for another. All right, so the Celtics go to blob zoom for Anfernee Simons. Blob is just an acronym for baseline out of bounds. See Derek White taking the ball out on the baseline. Ugo is going to clear out to the corner. Then we're going to get into the zoom action. Zoom, of course, is an off-ball screen for somebody to go get a handoff, a dribble handoff. So Jordan Walsh is going to do a nice job setting that screen on Jonas, getting that separation from him and Anfernee Simons. See how much space he has, and that's too much space for him. He pulls up for the 3. All right, sir, another good action by the Celtics for Anfernee Simons. They go to stagger Spain. Got the stagger screens right here. Stagger screens are the same type of off-ball screen, but just a little bit of space in between them. So you see Ugo and Garza facing the same way, setting the same screen. Anfernee Simons is going to come off both of those to get to the top of the key. And of course, the beloved Spain action. We got a on-ball screen and a back screen on the on-ball screener's man. This guy's usually going to go out to the 3 or somewhere around that, and this guy's going to roll. Garza sets the screen. Anfernee Simons is going to come off of that. And good back screen by Derek White. Now, the Heat are a smart defensive team. They're a good defensive team. So Drew Smith knows that he has to go back to Derek White after this back screen. But the back screen and Drew Smith leaving Anfernee Simons opens up that space for Anfernee Simons for the step back 3. And Anfernee Simons' skill set as a scorer makes him a really good option for late shot clock stuff. He gets past one of the best perimeter defenders, or at least defensive playmakers on the perimeter, and Drew Smith with just 3 seconds left, and he gets fouled. All right, so we just have a great effort defensive possession by the Celtics. Everybody just giving multiple efforts. Everybody on the squad, not just Anfernee Simons, but this was a good possession by them. So Ugo bites on the pump fake. Jordan Walsh caves in so he can stop that drive and force the pass out. Now Anfernee Simons finds himself in another cover 2 situation. He jumps to the pass. Pele, he forces the pass there, puts his hand up to Drew Smith, makes sure he drives. Him and Walsh contain that drive. And he goes back out. They pass to Tyler Hero. He's there in that gap. Drew Smith, close out to Drew Smith, hands high, right? Using the baseline as another defender, right? If he's going to drive that way, then he closes the space. Again, hands up, playing with his chest, not his hands, right? Force the pass to Tyler Hero. They force up a wild shot, and we finish the possession. All right, so here Brown gets stuck. He does a nice job of getting into the pass lane of Jaylen Brown, so he has somebody to pass to. And I thought he was really essential. Well, of course, he was really essential to the offense getting like jump started and getting out of that rut they were in before he came in, and for some of the and for some parts when he was in. But him driving the ball against the switches did a lot for the Celtics. Offensive rebounding was very prevalent in this game. I believe in the first half they had 11 offensive rebounds. That kind of kept him within striking distance that whole first half. And him driving Khalil Ware, even though of course we want him to make the shot, but if he misses, he's taking Khalil Ware away from the rebound because he's challenging his shot. That means Luka Garza has a mismatch. He's able to go get the rebound. All right, so again, driving the mismatch he has with the big Bam Adebayo, one of the most versatile defenders in the NBA. Simons attempts to go past him, but great off-ball movement by Luka Garza. So if Luka Garza stays here, right, this passing lane is not open. Also, great off-ball movement by Sam Hauser. He's looking to see where Simons is, and he's going to drift to the corner. Garza is going to come up so that pass lane is open. Hauser's going to drift to the corner so he can actually get that pass. Good pass by Simons. He knocks down 3. All right, so we'll see this a lot towards the fourth quarter, but of course the Celtics love to run the killer whale pick and roll. They were doing it twice. So they'll set a screen, then they'll set another one to get the preferred matchup. Here, the preferred matchup is Simone Fontecchio. And again, I talked about the Portland Simons vibes here, just going at the defender, making a tough shot. All right, so here we got Simons doing the little things, and if he's going to be a really impactful player, he has to do these plus scores. So it was good to see him do that. Gives off a great pass, a bullet pass to Jaylen Brown, gets him a shot attempt. He just doesn't hit it. But then we go down on the other end. He does a nice job of getting his hands on this pass here, getting Jaylen Brown another opportunity, and he gets fouled. Here, I believe he felt contact, but again, just one of those guys that was born to score. All right, so here Jaylen Brown returns a favor, saves the ball into Anfernee Simons' hands, and just this kind of looked like somebody that, well, he played with Portland now, he just hurt. But that slow walk down, tween, pound dribble, step back, deep 3. All right, sure, good defense by Sam Hauser, forcing to lose ball. Anfernee Simons retrieves it, and I don't know how many of you all play 2K or have ever played 2K, but there's a badge on 2K called Slithery Finisher, and Anfernee Simons has that in real life. Right here, the Euro step, right hand lay all the way to the other side of the rim, so there's no chance for him to block. But then, this is what I'm talking about, the effort right here. I don't know if he blocked this. I don't give a damn if he did, but it just looked like it was good effort. Tried to get it off the backboard. We get it again. All right, so we talked about them setting 2 screens to get the preferred matchup. Here we go right here. One screen by Kata, gets Jovic on him. We got another one by Sam Hauser. He's going to set there. Now we got what we want. Tyler Hero. And watch the tween. So first tween, watch how you get him with the double tween. Tween. Ooh, that boy going over there. So now we got the hang. But watch how he evades. So he hangs, bursts. He evades this help defender, puts the ball in front of him with the same hand, and slithery finishes to the rim. All right, so he receives the screen from the Mies Kata. Got a pick and roll. He rejects it, and I mean, this is just tough. All right, so same thing. Luka Garza sets a screen. Do you want to go after Bam Adebayo? I mean, I could score on him, but I'd rather not. Okay, come on, Sam. Yeah, here we go. Watch this. Watch right here. Tween. Hey, look. If you've been around my channel, you've heard me say this. A half a step, 0.5 seconds is all NBA players need to take advantage of an advantage. Watch the tweens right here. Tween, but watch no power feet on this one right here. Tween, that little shift right there to that side, he's gone to this side. The smallest shift of feet on this tween right there, he goes that way. Every time it immediately goes this way. Now watch how he evades the back tap by Norman Powell and the help defense. Picks it up with 2 hands, but from the elbow, 2 steps, 1-2, slithery finishes past Fontecchio. Again, same exact thing. First screen by Luka Garza. Hey, and you want to go against Bam? I mean, I can, but bring me somebody else. All right, we cool. Here come Derek White. Damn, Pele, you gonna push my man? I got something for you. Here you go. Double tween, step, double tween, cross, tween. All right, so now we got Fontecchio in help position. Good job by Pele actually staying in front after all that, right? You can maybe pick up my dribble. Cool. Pivot, turn around, fade in your face. We just saw about 4 straight possessions of Anfernee Simons cooking the preferred matchup. So we will set 2 real screens to get the switch, right? So this is after Anfernee Simons scored, the Heat went down court, the Celtics got to stop, got a rebound, Joe Mazzulla called a timeout. Now, this is not some extravagant design, but what do you think is going to happen here, right? You think, okay, the same thing's going to happen. We're going to get Tyler Hero. No, Joe Mazzulla uses the last 3 plays to his advantage. Now, the Heat, hey man, at some point we can't just keep letting him get his preferred matchup and just cooking whoever's in front of him. So, Joe tells Sam to ghost this screen. Yakachonis ain't looking to switch. Tyler Hill's like, all right, man, I guess I'll step up there. Yakachonis don't want to switch. So now we got 2 on the ball. Simons makes a good play, and Sam Hauser knocks it down. All right, so we got Yakachonis on him again. Does a nice job not being screened, trying to deny the pass. Does a nice job taking some seconds off the clock. Anfernee Simons gets the ball. He do a better job of defending his coast screen, even though Sam Hauser does get a step on Tyler Hero because he stayed on the screen for a second longer that time. Good D by Yakachonis, but it's okay because we're going to reset you right here. We're going to hit you with the in and out step, pound, step back. All right, so this is when you know you got motion and you cooking somebody. He got about like 35 up to this point, right? They going to switch Andrew Wiggins on him. Okay, now we going to really set this screen with Hauser, Tyler Hero come in. Now this one, you know you really got motion. They done switched defenders on you. You got Jaylen Brown on your team. You got Derek White shooter, Sam Hauser shooter. Watch what they do here. No more. We trapping you. We got Jaylen Brown on the court. Anfernee Simons having a big game. They like, hey man, we can't let him do this no more. Hockey assist to Jaylen Brown, who gets a catch and shoot 3, and he knocks it down over Bam. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just so we can get out there a little bit more. I will see you guys in the next video. But this is Nick. Peace.